Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's happening? What's the deal? Happy Tuesday. Whew. What is the word? What's the deal? What's happening? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, family. Peace and love. What's the deal? Happy Tuesday. What's going on? Let me get 1 second to wipe this lens just a little bit more here on the IG phone, on the Samsung watch. All right. Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? Happy Tuesday, family. What's going on? Peace and love. We here. Another day, another dollar, as they say. What's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me. We back once again with another episode of SRDaily. Your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marston. This is episode 335. 335 episodes in. We are 65 episodes away from another milestone episode. Episode 400 coming up. Peace and love, brother. Sefu Sankofa. Peace and love, my brother. Peace and love. Peace and love. J Legacy, what's going on? Peace and love. Peace and love. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Share this live with a few of your friends. Share this live with some people who may be interested in tuning in. It's going down this Tuesday. Got a super cool episode. Got some super cool things we're going to talk about today, man. Some things that I think that are important for us to discuss in different capacities, man. So as you guys know, man, always excited to be here with you. Always excited to do this show. Always excited to show up. It is a bit cooler today. Feeling more and more like spring, man. The weather be crazy in New York City. It's like it say 70 degrees, but it might feel like 55. It may say 55 degrees, but it may feel like 65, 70. You never know, man. You got a sweater on and a jacket. You got to take the jacket off. Really want to take the sweater off. Put a t-shirt on with another jacket. The weather in New York, it'd be crazy. It'd be having you going crazy. And so you can't stress too much, man. You can't, like, you got to really be able to get into your mind. Because sometimes, right, it's 55 degrees. I'm like, okay, it's a little chilly. Let me wear a sweater with a light jacket. But then I'm sweating because I'm moving. I'm like, I could have wore a t-shirt with the jacket. But then some spots is windy and the wind makes it colder. And so you're like, yo, I need the sweater with the jacket. Or I should have had a heavier jacket. Yo, it's crazy. I should have had no jacket with that. The weather is crazy, man. And it can really drive you insane with the decisions. Sefu Sanko for tuning in from Long Island City. Top of the morning, my brother. Top of the morning. Jessica, what's going on? Silence is violence. What's going on? Go vegan. Peace and love. Thanks for tuning in. We are going to get started with the show. Started with our first segment. Today's first segment is our word of the day. And today's word of the day is poverty. Poverty, poverty, poverty. Poverty is the word of the day. The day. Poverty is defined as the state of being extremely poor and the state of being inferior in quality or insufficient in amounts. I like that part. Once again, the word of the day today is poverty. Poverty is defined as the state of being extremely poor or the state of being inferior in quality or insufficient in amount. So first of all, a lot of people have linked, myself included at times, have linked poverty to crime, right? To certain crimes, poverty to violence, right? Specifically within certain communities and among certain demographics, right? Black people in the projects, in the hood, right? Who don't have a lot of money, tend to, the thought is commit more crimes, be more violent, right? And things like that. I can understand that. I can understand poverty being a driver of crime. I've learned, I've studied this, pretty extensively over the last nearly 20 years. And as much as I understand it, I've come to understand that there are other factors that are deterrents of crime, right? And the lack of solutions, for example, mental health, and not what we will consider maybe mental illness, but mental health in general, because as someone who has been shot and as someone who has had violence propagated against him, and someone who has propagated violence, I understand that It wasn't that I was poor, because a lot of times I wasn't financially poor. Poor decisions, lack of love, right? Lack of feeling love, lack of mental clarity, right? Lack of processing grief, not knowing how to process grief. My dad died when I was young. My older sister died when I was young. I've seen murders when I was young. I experienced some family trauma when I was young, outside of just death, abuse, and violence, and all of that stuff. And so, a lot of times, crime or violence is just a result of that. It's not necessarily because of poverty. However, poverty is, and it does, right? It can, because if a person is in poverty, maybe they can't afford the mental health services. If a person is experiencing poverty, maybe they can't afford to buy the Pampers for the baby and the groceries, right? So maybe they have to steal, maybe they have to engage in some form of crime in order to sustain themselves. And people in poverty may be more angry, maybe more frustrated, right? Maybe, more, freaking, it may have a higher potential to respond, in a distressed state, or in a frustrated state, in an angry state, to something that may to others be small. Like poverty, poverty, poverty. But as they say, this is where it's important: inferior in quality or insufficient in amounts. Thoughts, mindset. I've learned, and I've heard some people also say this regarding Black people. See, Black people ain't poor. It's not that we got no money. It's just that we got poor spending habits. And it's like, oh, okay. A lot of us do make money, right? Yes, there are our people. There are people who are not making enough money to pay rent. They're not make right. Their wages, their earnings are below the poverty level. There are 100%. There are people like that. But there are people who make money, who make good money, who just have poor spending habits. They don't know how to invest. They don't know how to budget, right? They have way more expenses than they should have, right? I've been that person. I've made good money and I got too many expenses, and so I don't really see the money, right? And that's not healthy at all. But we have poor, a poor mindset. A lot of times we have a victim mindset. We have a mindset of inferiority, right? Inferior in quality. A lot of people, not me and not everyone, but a lot of people believe they are inferior to others for the money, or not for, but because of person's financial level, or because of a person's education level, right? And so, yeah, I just wanted to talk about poverty. Poverty is, I think, something that we should talk about more. The effects of poverty, what poverty is, but the effects of poverty, right? And then how to solve poverty, because one thing we know, right? We've seen it. People get large lump sums of money, and they think they are out of poverty. And by all intents and purposes, when we talk about financial poverty, they may be out of poverty. They may get a job, and they may be go from making $30,000 a year to $150,000 a year. Quote unquote, they're out of poverty. But if their mindset is gamble, eat out every day, buy sneakers and clothes every month, right? Take care of everyone, it's not long before they are literally financially back in poverty, and maybe even making that money, making more money. They may save less money. Somebody told me recently, somebody said, yo, I save more money now than when I make less, because I'm more conscious of my spending. I'm not making as much money. So I'm able to save more. Before, I'm making $2K a week, $8K a month. I'm only saving $200 at the end of every month. Now I'm making less than half of that, but I'm able to save $400 or $500 a month because I'm spending less. Yo, deep, 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 deep. Right. So yeah, poverty, very, very important word, concept, idea, to discuss amongst people, right? Amongst your people, amongst all people. Again, understand what poverty is, understand the effects of poverty, and understand how we solve poverty. We solve poverty not by simply giving people money. We solve poverty by educating people on what it is, by educating people on how it happens, because poverty is also a construct. Poverty doesn't really just happen by itself just because there's not enough resources and people are not. No. There is a strategic effort to poverty was a strategic effort in creation, right? The state of poverty and how different groups of people make different wages and earnings based on their labor, right? That's strategic. That's not just a happenstance that people are poor. It's very intentional. And we, the people, those who are in poverty and those who care about those in poverty, we gotta come together, put our minds together, and do a little bit more. I think we all could do a little bit more, right? But we're gonna move right along to our second segment of the day. Food said poverty forces discipline. It can. Poverty can absolutely force discipline. I 100% agree. I see that. Poverty can absolutely force discipline, and poverty can force the opposite, right? Poverty can force the lack of discipline, right? Poverty can force chaos, right? Poverty can bring about, poverty can do the complete opposite. It depends on your mindset. Because if you are a certain person with a certain mindset, certain goals, certain focus, certain belief in oneself, then being in poverty, financial poverty, can absolutely force you to be a lot more disciplined, can force you to be a lot more, stronger in your decision making, a lot more firmer in your actions and your schedule and things like that. So yeah, as we know, all things that are so-called negative have the potential to be positive and can uplift and can transform, can be a breeding ground for transformation and elevation and all of that stuff. Absolutely. But let's move right along to our second segment, guys. Today's second segment, as always, is our need to know news of the day. And today I got some pretty dope news. Something that I did not hear about before, I just heard about, just learned about. I want to talk about is global news. Right, story that's been going on for a couple of years now, but it's something that came out recently. Today we are going to talk about the young brother from Makoko who became a chess master. He said he had cerebral palsy, has some health issues and complications, found chess, and became a global phenom, right? And I personally love stories like this. So let us read this story from Vanguard. And let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Well, where is the article? This is not it. Hold on 1 second, guys. My bad. My computer is tripping. Right? I don't know what happened. My laptop is doing a thing. My apologies. Don't know what my laptop is doing. Hold on. Oh, snap. What? Oh, snap. My mother freaking. You guys there with me? The computer just shut off. It just froze. Oh, man. Okay. I think we good. Guys. I think we good. I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was about. My apologies. I hope you guys still with me. I can't even get back to my show. Oh, come on, man. It could be I got too many tabs open. Got a lot of tabs. Not more than I've had ever, right? But definitely a lot of tabs. Peace and love, Sister Mona. Sister Mona's there. I can't even see her. I don't know if she's there. You see her, Sefu? You see my lady, my baby, my fiance? I don't see her in the chat. I'm starting to see more of your comments. It's super dope. I love good news. Absolutely. I love good news too. All right, now let's go back. I think it's here. All right, here we go. We got the article, guys. We got the article. Laptop is not frozen anymore. Let's read. So this is from Vanguard, NGR.com. This is April 1st, 2025. This is today, right now. From Makoko to Master, the rise of chess prodigy. Yeah, this website is, I think, causing my computer to move a little bit slower. Hound Mills, what's good? What's going on? Thanks for checking in. The rise of chess prodigy Ferdinand Mihunu in Lagos, in the heart of Makoko, one of Africa's largest slums. A 10-year-old boy with cerebral palsy defied all odds to become a chess champion, inspiring a nation and the world. Ferdinand Mahunu had never attended school, had no friends, and lacked access to proper medical care. His father, a fisherman, struggled to provide for the family, while his mother sold fish in the local market. But everything changed when he discovered chess in the slums of Africa. when he discovered Chess in Slums Africa, a nonprofit initiative founded by Bambatunde Onakoya Onakoya to empower underprivileged children through chess. Said, fool, we got to connect with this brother. I'm following him on IG. I'm gonna send you his page. I'm gonna send him a message, and we got to connect with this brother because what he's doing in Africa is the same thing that you are striving to do and you have done right here in America, in New York City. You brought chess to Queensbridge. You brought chess to South Jamaica houses, right? Super dope, super necessary. We see the power of chess. Let's keep reading this article. It's crazy though. Like, I don't know why is this website freezing my freaking making my thing move slow. This is terrible, guys. I apologize because everything's moving slower once I click this website. My bad. At first, Ferdinand was an outsider. Hold on. Man, I wish I had my other phone. I'll pull up my other phone and read it. It'll be a lot easier to do like that. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. We are going to get out of this website and we are going to pull it up on my phone. That's what we're going to do. We're going to grab the other phone. Yeah, because it keeps freezing and it's moving too slow and it's not making, this is not conducive to running a show properly. My apologies for the difficulties. I am trying to now website, close out that tab. And get back. YouTube, we are having some difficulties. My apologies. We are frozen here. I do apologize. I do sincerely apologize for the difficulties. I will work to clean this up today. All right, clean up the, it's really not coming back. I'm so sorry because this should not be happening. My bad. All right, there we go. We are back. I see your comments. We still here. Happy Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday. Mona Love, thank you, my baby. Please do, Sefu. I will. Let me now pull the article back up on the phone. All right. I don't know what's happening. My phone was messing up yesterday too. But I think we are good now. Right. I definitely want to finish reading the article for you guys. Very important article. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. It's up on the phone. Back and better than ever. Hey, yo, here we are. Thank you, baby. All right, boom. Ferdinand, he had no school. Mother sold fish in the market. But everything changed when he discovered Chess in Slums Africa, a nonprofit initiative. At first, Ferdinand was an outsider watching other kids play through a window. When the coaches finally invited him in, he stunned everyone, learning chess piece movements within 20 minutes and solving complex patterns almost instantly. Despite his physical condition, Ferdinand excelled. Less than a month after learning chess, he entered a local tournament and won the junior category with a perfect score. The same community that once laughed at him cheered him on, carrying his trophy home by boat. His mother, once skeptical, wept tears of joy at his first tournament. For the first time, my child was no longer the joke of the community. He was a hero. Ferdinand's incredible journey soon attracted national attention. He played a ceremonial game with the Lagos state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and even faced Nigeria's former president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, in a friendly match. This is incredible. In 2024, he won the prestigious Indomie Heroes Award in the intellectual category, recognizing his courage and determination. But his greatest honor came when he traveled to Athens, Georgia, USA for his first international tournament. In recognition of his talent and resilience, Ferdinand received the Young Genius Award, a tribute to his brilliance and the impact of chess on his life. Incredible. Today, Ferdinand continues to inspire. He teaches chess to his younger brother and dreams of a brighter future. His story is a powerful reminder that with the opportunity, inclusion, and determination, no obstacle is too great to overcome. Ferdinand Mahunu is not just a chess champion. He is a symbol of hope for countless children in underserved communities. Super dope. I love that. Yes, I will make the connection with you and the brother on the IG. Let us keep moving right along to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, our tip of the day. Today's tip is inspired by Gary Vaynerchuk, someone I've been listening to on YouTube and social media for maybe the last decade. Absolutely, helped shape my mind and just helped me as I was on my path to greatness and to elevation and all of that stuff. Gotten so many jewels from this brother. Look forward to working with him, meeting him one of these days. But the tip is stop giving a fuck. Stop caring, man. Stop giving a fuck. Stop caring. You don't need to care about a lot of things. I think too many of us too often care about things that really don't matter. We care too much. We care too deeply about things that don't matter. And I want to share these tips on how to not give a fuck from Gary V, right? One of my inspirations. One, stop overthinking. There's no perfect decision. There's no perfect decision. Like if you fail, okay. If you mess up, okay. If you don't get it right, okay. Right? Like if it doesn't work out, okay. Like you don't got to overthink the decision to get married. You don't got to overthink the decision to start the business. You don't got to overthink the decision to move. You got to, yes, think about it, pros and cons, weigh the options, but stop overthinking. And nothing's going to be perfect, right? No decision can be like 100%. This is everything. It's working perfectly. Because even when it is, there will come a time when it won't. And you could always think about what if you would have did something different. Stop doing that. 2, get quiet in your own head. Get quiet in your own head. 3, love yourself first. Love yourself before you love everyone, including your spouse, your children, your parents, your siblings, your nephews, your nieces. Love you first. If you don't love you, and if you don't take care of you, and if you don't put you in the best possible position, the people who you say you love, the people who you really love, the people who you're doing this for, they're never gonna get the maximum benefit because you're not at your maximum. You're not at your best. So you have to take care of you first. You got to get the rest that you need. You got to take the vacation that you need. You got to eat the way you need. You have to do for you. You have to finish your business stuff. You can't just keep doing for everybody else. It's something that I've learned, right? Like I wasn't always like this. Take care of everybody else. Take care of yourself. A lot of us are like this, but no, take care of you first. Take care of you first. Love you first, right? 4, be your own biggest fan. If you're going to be your biggest critic, right? Like be your biggest critic, but more importantly, be your biggest fan and stop critiquing every move that you make. Stop. Do it. And that's it. Leave it. Like be your biggest fan. Like, okay, you missed the shot. Don't critique why you missed the shot, how you missed the shot. You could have passed. You could have took an extra dribble. No, keep going. I took the shot, and that's what winners do. Winners shoot even when we lose. Winners going to keep shooting. Right? 5, surround yourself with people who are optimistic, with people who don't let failures and distractions and little losses and letdowns, people who don't let those things bring them down, be around those people. Surround yourself with those people. 6, stop valuing someone else's opinion over your own. Stop valuing other people's opinion more than you value your own opinion. Stop doing that. That is not healthy. That is not good for you, for them, for anybody else. Stop doing that. Trust yourself. And the final tip on how to not give a fuck is stop judging yourself. Stop judging yourself. You don't need to judge yourself. You don't need to judge how good you are, how bad you are, how great you're doing. Just, you feel good, keep going. You feel bad, keep going. All right, things are not working out, keep going. Things are going great, keep going. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge yourself. You don't need to do that to yourself. Don't create unnecessary pressure on yourself. You don't have to do that. That's not what you have to do. Yo, Omar, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Sefu said, I hate overthinking. I don't know how to love myself first. That's very honest. Thank you for being honest, my brother. Thank you for being honest. We will get there, right? It's not an easy thing when, again, you are taught, right? Whether you're, first child, whatever the case may be, but when you are conditioned to put everyone else's needs before your own, it is not hard to start to love yourself first. Right. I think self-love can be inspired by the fact that you want to give other people in your family the best. You want to give them houses. You want to be able to have them afford vacations. You want to do certain things for them, create a certain lifestyle for them. You have to know that in order to do that, you gotta be good. You gotta make the most money you could possibly make. You gotta be in the best possible health you could possibly be in, so that mentally, physically, emotionally, you are operating at high cylinders. You're operating on a high frequency, right? Yeah. So let's move right along to our fourth and final segment. Before we get out of here, today's fourth segment, our build of the day. I want to talk about the concept of shame. I read recently online, someone said that we need to bring back the concept of shame. Right, they said this referring to community building and holding folks accountable. Specifically, it was a sister I know from New York down in Florida. Her and her husband, vegan, fitness, workout, do all of the stuff. But she was saying how a lot of women have no shame, right, and how they come outside. Specifically, she was talking about the bonnets, in the slippers and stuff like that, like everywhere, in the airport, in the grocery store, right? She was talking about everywhere. She's like, yo, we have no shame in our appearance anymore. We have no pride. She said, we have no pride in our appearance when we step out. And I think we need to bring back shame. I think she said something like that specifically, because I was like, I made a mental note. And I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the concept of shame? Does shame have its place in building community, right? If someone is living a certain lifestyle, or they're engaging in certain behaviors, not only that's not good for them, not conducive for them and who they said they are or want to be, but that's not conducive for the community that they are a part of. Does shame have a place there, making a person feel bad? Yo, I'm ashamed of you. I remember hearing that, and I remember how it made you. It made you at some points want to feel better, want to do better, because you didn't want the people who loved you to be ashamed of you. The people who, the people who you wanted to impress, you didn't want them to be ashamed of you, right? You didn't want that. That didn't feel good. Like, man, my mother's ashamed of me. My teacher, my uncle is ashamed of me. Like, I feel terrible, right? What do you guys think about that? I'm gonna tell you, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about this because I understand shame. I understand how it can have a positive effect. I understand how it can make someone check their behavior, check what they're saying, check what they're engaging in, and make different decisions, right? So yeah, I understand that, and I also think that there's another way to get folks to change. That's ultimately what it is: getting folks to recognize the behavior, to recognize certain things that they're doing, and get them to change and become more aware, right? And I think that's through positive reinforcement of what's positive. Same example, using the sister, let's say, with the bonnet and the slippers, while out, like. It's like, hey, it's okay to look good. Yeah, I don't know, because the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, certain things just don't hit the same, right? Like uplifting people sometimes doesn't hit the same. Maybe it should, but I think, at different points in society, different points in time, it won't. Not like it just won't. People are on different mental and emotional frequencies. So I think lifting somebody up, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. But I definitely, like I said, made a mental note of that. And, I wanted to talk about that with you guys. What do you guys think? Right? I think both can work. I think shame has its place. I think positive reinforcement has its place. I think neither one works all the time, of course. What do you guys think? Talk to me. Does shame have a place in rebuilding the Black community? Does shame have a place in getting folks to take more pride in their appearance, in their community, in their behaviors, in their actions, and all of these things. Let me know. Omar said, I understand as well. If someone is going to tell you that they're ashamed of you, they should provide some type of solution as well. Absolutely. I agree with that. If someone's going to say, yo, I'm ashamed of you because you are engaging in this behavior or you are doing this thing that's not who you say you want to be, and I love you, and it's not in alignment with what we as a community agreed on, here's a solution on how to make those adjustments, right? Whether it's again the bonnet, whether it's drinking, whether it's the violence, whatever the case it may be. I think very, very, very important. But guys, that's the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sefu said great episode, a lot of good food for thought. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marcy. This has been episode 335 of SRDaily on this Tuesday, April 1st. It is April, guys. Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. We are moving right along. First quarter over. We are moving into the second quarter. We got things that we got to accomplish. We got a challenge going on. Spring. My love, my fiance is doing a challenge. We are doing a challenge. She is she's so determined and she is focused, and I love her focus and I love her determination and all of that good stuff. We'll post it. I'll post it, right? The challenge, and she wants to join us, right? We're gonna strive to get healthier, right? Summertime is coming. We gotta get our summer bodies right. We gotta hit our target weights, and we gotta get our strength right, and we're gonna be okay. But listen, guys, join me tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. Somebody said it's shaming. Is that shaming when delivered that way? If they just leave it there, they can be inducing trauma. Absolutely. Be great and make it a great one. Absolutely, guys. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself. Be kind to each other. And the challenge is the spring into summer self-care challenge. We will let you guys know what's happening, how you guys can get involved, And let's get it. Holla at you guys tomorrow. Peace.